Hey folks, welcome to the channel. We're gonna play around with our golf cart today. Try and get the lights working. The kids decided they wanted to take it out and try and whip Cheerios with it, and they ended up rolling it last year. So yeah, we gotta fix their stuff because golf carts aren't meant to do Cheerios.
Hey, unless they're on wet golf course grass,
So,
then it can.
I did another video where I kind of showed you a little bit about it. I said I'd do another one where I'd show you, kind of everything that we did to it. So, yeah, we're gonna kind of show you everything and then get into fixing some of the stuff that isn't working and show you how bad of a job I did wiring it to begin with and fix it. So, have fun. So here we are, we're gonna start right inside by the dash because that's where I believe all the wiring is kind of messed up. So I will do my best to get you in here. Say hello to the lovely wife. I know she's kind of hiding from the camera. So
Not really hiding.
there she is.
Just
There
hot.
she is. She said she's hot. It's like 87 degrees out today. So, yeah.
That does not include the humidity.
That does not include the humidity, she says. So, let's see if I can get this set. Hopefully I can. I don't think I'm going to be able to from this angle. There we go. So, we're going to go and start taking the dash off. And you get to see that beautiful mess of wiring that we got back there. So,
These are all Phillips head screws in here. We're just gonna zip them out and have fun. You got it in reverse already?
yeah, it should be.
No.
Sorry, I lied.
Oh, that works.
So now I gotta figure. Oh, the light just came on. Look at that. So now I gotta figure out which is which when it comes to the switches, so we can figure out why our lights aren't working because we're supposed to have black lights under here, and they're not on. So we are gonna do our best to try. Hopefully. I don't think that's gonna work. See if we can get you in here a little better. Oh, and our light bar doesn't work either. Fancy thing on the front. So we gotta figure out why that doesn't work either. So if I'm blocking the camera, I apologize. But hopefully you guys can see it. Can you see that mess of wiring in there? Yeah, I did a really bad job. Here, let me zoom in. So yeah, that's what I'm going to work on, getting fixed and trying to figure out why my lights aren't working and what happened. So guys, while we're out we're in Iowa, we're going to need all of our lights working, and we're going to need our 12-volt plug-in working to keep them charging the phones and all that stuff. So
Anyways.
So we used to have lights on the roof. Okay. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Woo, down you go. Let's go up. So if you see the roof, ooh, back up. Okay. See the roof? It's fabric. Metal frame, fabric roof. That's completely aftermarket. We actually purchased this roof on a website called golfcartparts.com. Again, they are not a sponsor. So, I think I paid like $160 for this roof. But it's the big one. It's the long roof, covers the back seat, right? It covers the back seat, covers the passengers, all that stuff. It's pretty cool. So we purchased that on that website. Yeah. Simple bolt-on. The only downside to this roof is the original brackets. So let me see if I can show you. See how they're broke? Ew. Right? So I went and made these. And just bolted them on, because to take this entire thing off and strip the fabric and do all that stuff and send it to a weld shop, and they hang on to it for 6 weeks just to weld a couple of tabs on with aluminum, because I am not set up for aluminum welding. I wasn't about to do that. So just took some scrap angle iron that I had, cut them up, drilled some holes, made them work. So,
Lights on.
that's how we did that. Did the same thing on the front, because the brackets on the front were cheap little aluminum angles, and I changed those over to steel, and we put new bolts in. But yeah, so got her back on. There's the mirror. Nice big old concave rear view mirror. Got that on, I believe, Amazon. Not a sponsor. I buy a lot of stuff on there, but whatever. Okay. So, with the old roof, we used to have lights. Big white cob LED strip lights on the old roof, and they were on a switch, right? And when I screwed up and was cutting the tree down and didn't realize how close the golf cart was to said tree, it kind of fell on the roof. So I had to do something to replace it. So that's what I did. But in the process of that, guess what? We lost our lights. So I took the headlight wires. Let me see if I can show you those, because you probably can't see them. Woo! There we go. Headlight wires, right there. See that? Right there and there. Yeah. So the power wires for those, and just moved them to the other switch that the lights that were on the roof were on, and just kind of put them on there, so I could continue to have my lights working. So. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, let's see if I can show you that. Ooh, kind of zoom in, damn it. Oh, there we go. See that? Oh, that's bad. Look at that. That's a 10. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm trying to rewire a fuse socket. I'm trying to do this all on my own. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I'm taking out this old fuse socket that's not weatherproof, and I'm going to replace it with a mini that is weatherproof. So we're going to do these. These things are called solder shrinks, right? Solder seal wire connectors. Okay. I buy them in the big packages like this because I use them a lot. I use them all the time. I have so many of them around here, it's not even funny. These things, you can buy them on Amazon. Not a sponsor. They're cheap. They're like, I think this kit here costs like $22 on Amazon. So, I'll show you how these work. You don't use a lighter on them. Some people do. I don't. I'm going to use a heat gun. Because I can control it better. And it doesn't heat it too much in one spot, right? You can adjust it, you can turn it up, turn it down, do all that stuff. Usually just run it on high, but basically what you do, and everybody's going to tell you different, right? But what I found works is you just get your wires in there like that, overlapping, so that the wire coating is inside the water seal strip that's in there, which is the colored strip. And then you just start heating it, and you'll see, if she's got the camera in there good enough, what happens. Okay? That solder ring shrinks down and it melts. Okay? And then it will solder the wires together. Okay? Let's set that down on the ground because it's going to be hot. And then usually what I do is I hold it for a second. Let it cool. And I help it cool a little bit. My fingers are dead, so I can't feel this. But yeah, then you can see, just by looking at it, if you look really close, you can see that that solder spread out and made those two wires one.
Let's show that again.
Show it again?
Yeah.
You want to see that again? You see that? That solder ring, it shrunk down and then it spread out and it actually just soldered those wires together. And this little colored ring right here sealed it so no water can get in there, no moisture can get in there, right? I put these things on years ago and still haven't had a problem with them. So, I'm gonna do this other wire. Okay. All I'm doing is clipping it off because I don't want that thing on there anymore. And I'm gonna grab this red wire. I'm gonna strip this back. You don't have to go nuts stripping 1.5 inch wire off either, like I've seen some people do.
This thing is so touchy. I'm trying to adjust it so that they can see what you're doing, and it goes up really quick and down really quick.
Well, just explain to them. It's a new toy and we're trying to get used to it. Again, folks, this is like the third day we've had this gimbal and we're trying to figure it out still. Still playing with the settings. Still playing with the little features that it comes with. All kinds of that stuff. So if the video looks a little wonky, we apologize.
And I will try to get in closer here so you guys can see what he's doing without messing up. As you can see, that the solder that's in there.
See that? Did you see how that shrunk and how that solder melted and it went all over those wires? If you look really close, you can see it, right? That solder went all the way over to here where the coating was stripped back. It went all the way over to here. It caught this wire. See that? You let this cool, right? Or like me, because I have dead fingers, right? My fingers, I can't feel anything. I can't feel nothing. So you just go like this and you just cool it, right? You just keep touching it, cool it. Wrap your hand around it, whatever you got to do. Okay, now it's cooled. So now if you can see that, that's all soldered. Those two wires are now one wire. Right? So now, I'm going to grab, I only had a 30 in it. This must have been what came in the kit. I'm going to grab a fuse. Oh, look at that. We got underglow. So we got that fuse working. We got that fuse working. We have underglow. I can see it if you look. See them pretty blue lights?
Yeah.
Oh, them fancy blue lights I put on here. I'm such a dork right now.
You can see it reflecting off the tire and out of the rim.
Shine it down inside here.
You can see it on the other side there.
Look down in there.
And then if you
Turn it.
look in the engine bay.
Yeah, you can see it. It lights this thing up. Oh, in the dark, this is phenomenal. Going down the road, this thing looks creepy because it's all black and then you see the blue glow.
Yeah.
This thing's kind of creepy actually going down the road.
It's all carbon fiber.
So-
Oh, see, you can see the back there on the leaf spring through the rim.
Lights are working, both of them. Lights are working. Let's see if this light comes on. No, so I still gotta fix that. Okay. So, that closes that up. Now that's weather sealed, right? Closes that up, that's weather sealed. Yes, I know, don't worry about my wiring. My wiring's my wiring. I'm gonna use a couple of little zip ties here. Just to, you know, make sure I'm not doing something incorrect. This one's weather sealed. That one's on there. That one has two problems with it. Okay, where's my stippers? Clip. Clip. Okay. So, both of the dash lights are working now. Right? Both of them. The rear light, underglows, those are all working. Perfect. The headlight was delayed. So I wonder, but they came on. So for some reason, the light on the switch doesn't work. I wonder if it is because what the heck do I got going on here? Well, that sounds like shit.
We can call it the funny car.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a clown car. So I just noticed there's a wire there.
Where?
It's right there. I wonder if that's the wire for the light.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got a let's go like this. See how this doesn't have any power in this top one? See how it's got power?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that just shut it off. What happened there? Weird, huh? That's goofy. Huh. I wonder.
I think we got it. No, or are those the headlights?
Those are the headlights. I'm trying to figure out this too at the same time. It may very possibly be in this itself. Right? So we have to find out
Maybe we might have to
right
put that.
here if we're even getting power. See? Like, because this is the switch, right? So this is power to the switch. That's power, right? And we're gonna check to see if we got ground. There's ground. This must be the
Remote wire?
remote wire itself.
Well, and here's the thing. Could the battery be dead in here?
It's possible. It's possible. But I still gotta eliminate all the possibilities, right? So, okay. That's ground. That's power. Now we have power there. Right? Power there, power there. That's ground. Now if you turn this off, no power. So the switch is working. This switch is working.
So it could
So
be.
it's very possible it could be in here. So what we do,
Let me get the steering wheel in the way. We might.
right here, will allow you to pop this open. Okay. So now it's open.
Is that even a battery?
Yeah, it is. But it's in there kind of weird. See? It's a dual 2016, so if we got a 2032.
Let me go in the house and look. Here.
Or if we got a couple of 2016s, right?
2032, you gotta go in the house, it's hot out here.
So hopefully we're gonna get these all working so we don't have to tear into this too much. But while she's looking for, you know, batteries, come on. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, so what we did was we purchased this golf cart from a guy up in Upper Michigan. It was beat up, standard little, you know, off-white club car. And this thing was beat. Like when we bought it, we didn't even think we were going to be able to bring it back. Couldn't get the motor to turn over, couldn't do anything with it. Threw it on the trailer, dragged it home, pulled the spark plug out, dumped some Marvel Mystery Oil down the cylinders, let it soak for a while. Did an oil change on it. Oh, what else did we do? Belts, brakes, lift kit, fuel filters, battery, air cleaner, carburetor, valve adjustments. It ended up actually being the valves were way out of adjustment. Like they were slammed completely shut. I don't know if the guy that I got it from or somebody that he allowed work on it or whatever maybe thought that like cranking the valves way down was going to be the problem solver, but just made it worse, or maybe they sabotaged it. I don't know. Well, the guy ended up selling it to us. We bought it for like $1,200, right? Lift kit and tires we got on eBay. Not a sponsor. I think the lift kit, 6-inch lift kit, 12-inch rims. I think they're 24 overall or 22. What does that say? 22 by 11s for the tires. On 12-inch rims. And it all came with the kit, right? The rims came with the kit, the tires came with the kit, the lift kit came with the kit. Like $700. So if you look, you can see the lift block right underneath the leaf spring. Right? And the new bolts and all that stuff holding that in. That's the lift kit under here. You just put that block in there and it lifts it up. Okay? It's kind of cool, I guess. One other thing that we're going to end up doing is we're going to be putting the heavy duty rear leafs in here. Okay? You can get those on Amazon. Not a sponsor. We're going to end up putting in the heavy duty rear leafs so that when we put people on the back here, we can not have it sitting on the tires. Yeah. And yeah, so then we did a bunch of work to it. We cleaned up all the cracks and the fiberglass. We fiberglassed it all back together. And then instead of trying to glass coat it or whatever, we just wrapped it. I did the wrap myself. I jumped on, I believe it was Amazon. Again, not a sponsor. And bought a 5-foot wide by 15-foot long roll of this carbon fiber vinyl. And I sat in my garage for 3 weeks in the middle of winter with heaters and all kinds of stuff going, wrapping this thing. First time doing it, first time figuring it out. Yes, I know it's got some blemishes. I've also had the wrap on here for gotta be going on 8-9 years now. So, don't get mad at me. But we ordered the fender flares with the lift kit because obviously the tires are wider. So we ordered the fender flares from Amazon $70, I believe they were. Here's the front. We ordered the headlight and tail light kit. That was like $140, but it's plug and play operation, and they're LEDs. See that? And yes, the turn signals do work. Yes, it does have 4-ways. Yes, it does have brake lights and running lights on the rear. So now I'm going to try and show you the front lift, right? So if you can see, there's brand new control arm, right? Brand new lower A-arms or tubular A-arms, right? This bracket up here is brand new. See if I can get you in there. Whoop. Doesn't want to work with me. Sorry. But that bracket is new. Right there. Here, I'll point it. I'll point it out. Right there. All right. The tubular A-arms are part of the lift kit. This is part of the lift kit. All that. That control arm is part of the lift kit. The only thing that's not is this tie rod and this shock. So basically what you do is everything on the front of these golf carts, everything unbolts and comes off. And you replace it with this lift kit. The instructions are very vague. So it takes a little bit of figuring it out. Okay. So that's the company that makes the lift kit. You can see this side. What you use from the original front suspension is your hubs, your bearings, your tie rod ends, and your shocks. That's the only thing you use from the original. Everything else is aftermarket. You put the headlights in and they're plug and play operation. Ooh, she came back. Did she find batteries? Ooh, she found batteries.
Yeah, I was trying to see what was in here, and then I got the battery stuck in there. So I put it in upside down.
2032s. Here, grab this. Okay, let's just grab one of these batteries.
We got to get the battery out because I put it in upside down.
Why'd you do that?
I was trying to put it away because I was trying to see what battery was in there. And they're 2025s.
Oh, 2025s. Okay, rip that off. Oh my God. That kid, I swear to God. Imagine if you had to try and put one of these batteries in while you were in your car. To the companies that package these things, I swear to God, you ought to be taken out back and slapped. There is no reason for that kind of, yeah, no reason for that. Okay, look at fits. Oh, don't do that. Come on, get in there, bugger. Get inside the weather seal. Okay, saw the battery going. Did I miss something?
No.
You sure?
Did the button fall out?
I'm missing a button.
Okay, hold on. I gotta up and find a button. We'll be right back, folks.
I missed the button.
Hey, we found a button.
Okay, there, I put the button back in. I didn't know I lost the button. That was weird. What? Something just flashed?
Mm-hmm.
Let's try something. power? Power! We got power! Yeller? Wait. Motion. Haha. Strobes. Boop, 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 boop. I'm a dork. I can strobe the yellow too. Yeah. Hey, it works. All it was a battery. Jeez, what a dummy I am. Okay, so we got the underglows working. We got the under dash lights working. We got the headlights working. We got the light bar working. We gotta find out if that works. That kind of works.
We might
Sounds
have
like
to.
caca.
We might have to rewire.
Oh, I don't need the horn. I got another one.
It's in your car.
Yeah, this has a goofy light on it, I think.
No light. No light.
No, got switched. So, okay. So it looks like the power outlet is dead. We have power going to it, but we have no ground to it. I've tested with an external ground, and it still does not have ground. So I'm going to actually pull this out, and we're going to redo it. I'm sending the kid to the store to
Get us a new one.
get me a new outlet. So in the meantime, I'm going to prep it for the new outlet. Now mind you, all these solder shrinks, they come in different sizes, different gauge ratings, different, all that stuff, right? So just pay attention to your wire size. Pay attention to your wire gauge. And, whew, it's hot. Hot. Very, very hot. This is not ideal. I don't like doing it like this, but I have no other options. Solder it, solder it, come on, solder it. Okay, let that rest for a second. Hopefully I didn't melt anything else. Doesn't look like I did. Let that cool for a second. That way that solder actually takes effect. And then I can come in here. I can pull this guy out. Put a little bit of it off. Yes, I know. I'm fancy. She's so smart, isn't she, folks? Tell you what, if I didn't have her around, I'd probably be lost.
I highly doubt that.
Well, I wouldn't be able to figure out how to put my shoes on in the morning.
Well, you know how to do it, and I'm not awake. Oh, you're making it hard. You see, it popped. I can see it.
So, I think what we're going to do for a minute is we're going to stop this video and we're going to come back after they get back from the store. And we're going to show you, we're going to start that back up and we're going to show you guys how to put that in. And then we're going to keep moving on. We're going to get the dash reinstalled, and I think we're going to make some changes on that, on how that's installed. Don't say that out loud. The wife will make me get rid of them.
So he thinks.
So I think what we're gonna do when we come back and we get back into this video is we're gonna attempt to use something like this. A rib nut. Okay, you see that rib nut? We're gonna attempt to use something like that. And that uses one of these fancy guys right here to set those. And then, if I can find them, we're going to use these, I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. That was not cool. That was not nice. After we put those rib nuts in, I think we're going to use something like this. Allen head bolts. Can you see that?
No, you gotta come a little closer.
Allen head bolts. I think that'll work way better. So, yeah. So for now, we're gonna wait till they get back from the store. Okay. Okay, we're back. Kid just got back from the store. He was able to get this part. Same exact thing as what was in there. Garbaggio. Now, while I was waiting for the kid to go and get the part, the new plug, I started putting in rib nuts because I don't want to bore you guys doing them all, but I left the last 3 so that I can show you better on what it takes to put them in.
Zoom in.
Hopefully you can see that. So I got the right size drill bit in here, and I got the rib nuts here, and the last 3 bolts. So clean up the hole a little bit. Oh, I broke the bit. I am special today, aren't I? I know I am freaking super special today.
Oh, you broke a tool last time and now you broke a bit.
Yep. But I ain't never seen nothing like this, so. Oh, that sucks. Okay.
I'm gonna have to vacuum that out again.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're gonna move that. So now the rev nut tool that I showed you before, I'm not going to be able to use because I ended up finding out that my little fitting is broken. So I gotta, come on, work with me. You know you want to. I got another tool, another rib nut tool that I've had for a while. And I'm going to use, and it works the same way. Just give her a squeeze. And that one's in. You guys probably know how these work. You've probably seen them before. You've probably even used them before. You never know. But it's nice to be able to show you. Slide that in. Give her a squeeze. And it's in. Okay. Where's the other one? I just had it. Oh no, I lost it. There it is. I found it. Put this guy in and just give her a squeeze. Spin that back out and they're all in now. The reason why I put the bolts in is to make sure that the threads are still good. So now, I don't know if she's going to take the camera back or not, but I'm going to attempt to put this dash back in. So let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so the dash is back in. Look at that. Everything works. Everything's fixed. And we didn't put the same old crappy screws back in. So we got all the wiring fixed. We got all the lights fixed. We got the dash fixed. I think she's ready for when we take her to Iola next week. The only thing we didn't do was fix the seat. Pretty good little fun toy to have around the house to let the kids play with and run around on and all that stuff. But you don't need to see us clean up all of our stuff and put all that away. So we're gonna end the video here on this. We'll go from there. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys like it. I guess if you want, you can subscribe and comment and share and all that happy jazz, and you know, maybe we can keep making some halfway decent content. Hopefully getting better as we go. So yeah, have a good day and happy 4th. You ready?
No. Nope.
Well, you're being filmed.